And we welcome all of you and thank you for coming. I think you're going to really be very pleased with our program today. It's going to be a little bit longer, and so I'm going to immediately turn this over to Becky, who will give you a few words about Variety, the Children's Charity of the Desert, which is sponsoring this program. And then I will follow up immediately with introducing our pianist, Kirsten Rodriguez, and then Ruth Hartz will immediately begin her presentation. So, Becky.
Good morning. Thank you, everyone, for being here with us. And again, we know that you're really going to enjoy this program. We'd like to ask you to consider joining Variety. Your membership would help in two ways. First, it's a benefit to help us serve our mission of providing for the special needs, at-risk, and underprivileged children and their families in the Valley. And then another benefit to you is we offer a movie the second Monday of each month, and that is at Regal Theaters. So if you'd like to join us, we'd really appreciate it. And the annual dues are $75 for an individual, $125 for a family. And I'd be happy to have Rebecca, who's out in the hall, take your emails, and that way we can let you know about the movie and let you know what's happening with Variety and our upcoming events. So thank you again and enjoy. We know you're going to. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you, Becky. And now I would like to introduce and talk about our little pianist. She is a student of Juan and Julissa Parker, and they are founders of the Parker Music Academy that is located in Indio. The Variety, the Children's Charity of the Desert, really thanks you, Juan, for transporting the keyboard for our guest pianist, and for their dedication to teaching all of the children in Coachella Valley. Last spring, as a guest judge for their students' performance, I learned that their academy also incorporates not only mastering concertos to popular music, but also includes education about music and the composer. Kirsten is one of their many talented students and has been studying at the academy for 1 year, and her performance today will exemplify the lessons that are learned at the Parker Music Academy. Juan and his beautiful wife, Julissa, unfortunately was not able to attend today, but Juan, if you would like to stand, and if you have questions about the Music Academy, you're more than welcome to talk to him following the performance. And now, I would like to talk a little bit about Kirsten Rodriguez. She auditioned for Open Call at the McCallum Theater, and there was a little article about her that said, "Why Open Call?" And these are her words. "I auditioned for Open Call because I wanted to feel what it was like to perform on a big stage in front of millions of people. This will be an amazing opportunity to experience the life of a performer and to see what my future would look like as a concert pianist." Inspiration. "I have a passion for classical music. I love learning about Beethoven and Chopin and about how they inspire the world through their music. My favorite composer that has really inspired me is Mozart, because he started playing and composing his own music at an early age and also composed his first symphony at the age of 8. Motto. I can do all things through Christ, which strengthens me. And dream. My dream is to become a professional concert pianist and to travel around the world. I want to show the world that anything is possible if you just believe. I want to compose my own music with special messages to help others around the world find happiness through music. My biggest dream is to perform at Carnegie Hall." Ms. Kirsten Rodriguez was also recognized by Assembly Member of California Eduardo Garcia at the Distinguished Women of the Year annual event, so dreams do come true. And She is only 10 years old. So with that, I'm very pleased to okay.
The Holocaust is a story of enduring horror and sorrow. As you all know, the Holocaust was a systematic annihilation of 6 million Jews by Nazi during World War II. By 1945, 2 out of every 3 European Jews had been killed, which included 1.5 million children murdered during that time. Plucked from their homes and stripped of their childhood, these children witnessed the murder of their parents, siblings, and relatives. They faced starvation, illness, and brutal labor until they were consigned to the gas chambers. As a child, I cannot imagine what these children went through, how they suffered and the pain they experienced. Today, my heart cries for these innocent souls. Today, I want to raise my voice because I believe that every child in the world deserves to be happy, healthy, and filled with love and have the freedom to grow into the most beautiful person in his life. Poor or rich, black or white, we all deserve to be treated equally. So today, I want to honor more than 1.5 million children under 12 years old that never returned home. Thank you.
impossible act to follow. And I'm so emotionally moved. I didn't know so much about the Holocaust. Who told you? I talk to adults and they don't know anything about it.
I read 2 books to learn a little bit more about getting the movement and how to act to it. And I watched the Diary of Anne Frank.
Right. I'm going to give you a copy of my book. It's written in the voice of a child that I was then. I was younger than you were. Okay. Amazing young lady. So emotional. You all recognize what she played. You want to tell us what you played?
I played Schindler's List by John Williams.
And performed in the movie by Ruth Hartz on the violin. But this was an amazing performance. Thank you so much.
And Kirsten, how long have you been playing?
1 year and 5 months.
5 months?
1 year and 5 months.
Beautiful.
And under the tutelage of Juan Parker standing there. Here's Juan. Here's your teacher. Okay. Yes, it's very, very touching. Thank you very much, Kirsten. We loved it. And now to our guest speaker for this morning is Ruth Hartz. Ruth is a graduate of the University of Paris-Sorbonne. After having survived the horrors of World War I.
Two.
Excuse me, World War II.
I'm so sorry, thank you.
I mean, I'm reincarnated.
Yeah, there was a big difference there. World War II. She immigrated to the United States in 1958. She taught French for over 30 years in Pennsylvania at the Springside School, Bryn Mawr College, and Arcadia University. She is a member of the PA Holocaust Education Council, the American Association of Teachers of French, and the Alliance Française. She is the subject of a book, Your Name is Renee, which she has available today for purchase for only $15. It's a fabulous book. I do encourage you to buy the book. She will recount her chilling experiences as a young Jewish girl in a war-torn country and the courage of ordinary people from the French countryside who risked their lives to protect her and her family as they flee from one home to another. Abruptly separated from her parents, Ruth lives out the war hidden in a Catholic convent where she is not allowed to see or even mention her parents. A paper bag containing only a few pieces of candy smuggled into Ruth's hands is the little girl's clue that her parents may still be alive. Here at the Tolerance Education Center, there is a Righteous Gentile exhibit, and Ruth's story is one of those posters along with 2 other Holocaust survivors. I don't know if those ladies are here in the audience today. Oh, thank you, I do have one. And so please, at the end of the program, you'll be free to ask questions of Ruth, and please take a look at all of those posters that are in the foyer. So with that, I will be very pleased to turn this over to Ruth Hartz. Thank you.
Like I said, I'm so emotionally moved by Kirsten's playing and talk, which was really my introduction, and she had memorized it about the definition of the Holocaust. So I won't repeat it, but what I will say is that I was puzzled and very troubled that the White House statement on Holocaust Remembrance Day on January 27th of this year failed to mention the Jews. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Is it on?
Needs to be,
A little closer.
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yes.
Okay. Failed to mention the Jews as the primary victims of that horrific tragedy, as prior statements issued by Republican and Democratic presidents have done for more than 10 years. The Anti-Defamation League was joined from all sides of the political spectrum in this criticism. I just wanted you to know that. I was really shocked. And there were many, many other victims, but like Elie Wiesel said, the voice of the Holocaust, a Nobel Prize winner who sadly passed away last year, he said not all victims were Jews, but all Jews were victims. So I am pleased and flattered to share my story with you today. When I first became involved with recalling my story, well over 20 years ago now, it never occurred to me that there would be such an interest after so many years. There are about, I don't know exactly how many states who have a mandate to teach the Holocaust, and I've worked with a panel and a group of people in Pennsylvania for 30 years, and finally they passed it, that as of this school year, the Holocaust will be taught in all Pennsylvania schools. I know that California has a mandate, and so does Florida.
Illinois, too.
Excuse me?
Illinois as well.
Yes, I don't know the exact number because it keeps changing, yes. Illinois, New York, New Jersey, and others. So, the hidden children, of whom I was one, are those who were fortunate enough to be saved through the good graces of non-Jewish families willing to take enormous risks in order to save young innocents from the gas chamber. And like Kirsten said, 1.5 million children perished during the Holocaust. They were the first ones to be put to their death upon arrival at a death camp. So those who survived are, like me, hidden children. And you were told, there is an exhibit right now about the righteous Gentile. So we were hidden in a variety of places: farms, barns, cellars, pigsties, convents and monasteries, and our hiding experience invariably robbed us of our childhood. And actually, hidden children were evicted from their childhood. Although many child survivors have led successful lives, their hiding experience left us a complex psychosocial and theological legacy that had profound impact on our sense of identity. And consequently, for a long time, I mean years and years, we were uncertain to what exactly we were bearing witness. So a hidden childhood is one who was not only physically in hiding, but one who had been asked to assume a new identity and to deny all past relationships which children take for granted. And we had to lie, and lie convincingly. We didn't quite know why. We had to spend long periods of time in confined spaces, mostly dark spaces, very narrow, and in total silence. So while this may seem difficult to imagine, it is surprising how the realities of danger can be understood by small children in a way that helps preserve them from arrest and death. But because so much of this represents unnatural actions for a young child, the mental scars remain long after the danger has passed. So we were actually hidden, and some of us are still hidden or have some hidden issues, even as adults and as we're getting older. So we had to deal with a paradoxical situation for which we bore no responsibility. For example, we were hidden not because of any wrong we had done. You know, children know that they may get punished for something they had done, but this was not the case, but because of the enormous moral wrongs of the outside world. Consequently, hidden children had to embrace silence, seek memory, and comprehend their identity of a morally distorted, chaotic world bent on their destruction. So after the war, we, the hidden children, and the International Child Survival Group president is actually right here in Rancho Mirage.